Hey there. So, I have a stone to talk about, and it's so pretty. I'll flip it around and show you the other side. Lots of, really does catch the light nicely. It is a green shade. It's so pale on this side. You can kind of see it a bit more on this. This is Prehnite and Epidote. And it is a stone that is really good for people in healing professions. It is good for people that are not necessarily in healing professions, but find themselves extending healing energy, and not even in a deliberate way, just in a way of offering sympathy, comfort. It's for empaths, I guess, and also anyone that is very open in a psychic sense. It's really wonderful for those type of energies, because, and I think I've talked about at least one stone, possibly two, that are protective. And this stone is protective, but more importantly, it's regenerative. It really helps to have that energy, helps one have that energy to give, but not deplete. So it's not so much a shield, it's more an energy source, in my feeling of it. I sometimes wear a bracelet. It's not a very expensive stone. It's a bracelet, or sometimes I'll just carry a tiny piece. You see how it has I mean, it's quite clear, but you see how it has like this shimmer to it. And so it's a combination of two stones, Prehnite, which is the green portion, and Epidote, which is the darker portion. You'll see, like on this, you can maybe see some dark inclusions in some of these beads. The dark would be the Epidote. And the Epidote actually, I think, is the backbone of the Prehnite, and they work so nicely together. And the Prehnite really helps one channel the intuition and well, as I said, the energy to give, but to give without depleting, and which is so important. I think that so many of us probably have had times in our lives where we have given so much of ourselves energetically and physically, but energetically, that we have nothing left, and then we're flat out for a few days if we had the time to do that. Anyway, so I am going to actually haven't, honestly, I've worked more with the bracelet and this tiny stone than I have with the larger piece, so I thought I would just pull any additional impressions and then do a few cards for the extra message. And I really wanted to say this as well. And I don't want to be dramatic, but my goodness, doesn't time seem to be accelerating, and happenings seem to be accelerating, and so the energy flow is just much greater. It's much faster. And I felt like I wanted to do something this evening that would give to those of you that can't help but giving, something to replenish you. So this is it, and thank you, by the way. And that's person to person or out into the world. Okay, so let me just feel. Oh, wow. It's an awesome feeling. It feels like, I feel an expansion, like from here, like, it feels at once like being hugged by angel wings, but also feeling an expansion, like an energetic expansion. And again, it's not like a shield. It's just with just an expansion of energy, and it's almost triangular. It's like from here and then and down. It's a really lovely feeling. And also I get a strong sensation of a very gentle channel from the upper, outer, greater us, or divine. It kind of comes down, and it's so gentle. It is a bit like being showered with little white feathers. All right, so that's the feeling. Okay, so actually, I know I usually just do oracles. Today I wanted to just get maybe 2 to 3 tarot cards, and I'm going to use I don't have the box, but right here, but it is the Star Tarot deck, and I've used this deck in other videos. So there's a link in one of the posts for purchase, but I'm using the small version just because it's easier for me to hold. And it's so pretty, such a pretty deck. So the intention is that I want to pull a message for those of us that are in the flow of giving and nurturing, and others or the world, and a message for anyone, that applies to. Okay, so here we go. Oops. Oh. Okay. I have the King of Wands, and I have the Ace of Swords, and I'll take the one on the bottom, and then the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. Aren't these beautiful cards? Sorry about the glare. I really feel, gosh, I get a strong sense of, I know this is the King of Wands, but I get such a strong sense of the Strength card. And then, the Strength card is a very soft strength that conquers the, well, not conquers, but tames the lion. this image just speaks at this moment, it just speaks to the lions. It almost also appears so much like the Chariot card. So real feeling of coordination. Communication, there we go. And trusting in one's creativity here, trusting in one's passion. Really confident moving forward. I do think that sometimes sensitive souls don't see their own strength as much as they should, because it's here. They've got it. The big yes. And here we go. And also the Knight of Pentacles. And when this came out, I immediately felt, I just went right in on this pentacle. And it said to me that all about grounding, and that the earth is here to offer energy to you. You get energy not only from the divine, but also the energy is there. The offer is there. You have the energy from above and below. Okay. All right, and I'll pick out, I'll do the animal spirit deck. I'll just try to get one little animal spirit to go along. I have had these two cards come up in previous videos, oddly enough, and I've shuffled. Oh my goodness. Okay. Be loyal to yourself. Trust that you got this. Trust that support is all around. And learn from the past. That is important, because I'm willing to bet, and I'm willing to bet that there are people that do give, that do love, cannot not give, that have had to learn how to temper that in order to be loyal to oneself, and to be centered in oneself. Because if we're not, you're not, if you're not, there's nothing, we have less to give to ourselves or others. All right. And one final message from the angel cards, because usually they say it better than I do anyway. They're angels, come on. After all. Miracle. Oh, wow. Our wings of light surround you and those you love. This current situation is governed by a higher force. The forces of love are at work. All turn out well. Okay. All right. That kind of, it truly does kind of fit a bit with what I was saying earlier about this stone. Interesting. All right. Thank you for watching. And strength and love to you on your journey. See you next time. Bye.